Okay, hello, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Be Amazed video, Designers Who Should Go to Hell for Their Ideas, Part 6. Now, I watch on 2x speed, as you can see, but I'm going to set it to normal.
From the clothes on your back to the phone in your hand, every product requires the work of a designer. Having said that, not all designers
What is that thing?
Well, good. From impractical chargers and phony speakers to spine-chilling children's toys,
What did the Teletubbies say?
today we'll be taking a look
Wow, that's just dumb.
at the dumb, the bad, and the ugly, as we check out more designers that should go to hell for their ideas.
So good already. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Credit to Be Amazed for this.
Apple may be a tech giant, but they've had their fair share of design blunders.
Obviously.
And top of the pile is undoubtedly their wireless
Apple, please don't sue me. Or kill me. Or turn off my iPad.
magic mouse. It's a pretty decent
I have
gadget
one of
overall.
those.
However, there's a slight issue in the charging.
And the thing is, you can't left click and right click. It's all the same button. I tried to play TF2 with it. Did not work.
Department. What with Apple putting it underneath,
Oh.
which as you can see renders it completely useless while charging. The mouse doesn't need charging frequently,
This is why
though
you
I
buy
can
a
imagine
razor.
in the midst of a last-minute deadline, this design can make even the Pope swear. And this isn't Apple's only folly. The Apple Pencil's second generation is a nifty, if expensive, gadget that allows precision touchscreen use, compatible with iPad Pro models 2018 and onwards. This pencil can be secured magnetically to the side of the tablet where it charges wirelessly. The same level of finesse cannot be said for the first generation. With no magnet, it charges via the iPad's lightning port, where, as you can see, there's a risk of the pencil bending or snapping if knocked, not to mention losing the tiny cap it comes with. Now, we've established pretty firmly in this series that Apple's design teams are going to hell. But another diabolical tech design
The name of this video is Designers Who Should Go to Hell for Their Ideas, Part 6.
comes from Logitech with their Z333 speakers.
I hate Logitech.
One
Razor
customer
is
found that the
objectively better.
tweeter, aka the smaller speaker, was actually just
Razor's-
glued on and was completely
Razor
cosmetic.
is
Though in
objectively
fairness to
better.
Logitech, the item's description's small print does say the tweeter is decorative and not operational. But why add it then, Logitech? Why add it? But that's just hardware design. The world of software design is a whole other can of worms. Exhibit A, anti-notifications. This is a relatively new, dastardly infuriating trend of social media apps such as Facebook sending users pseudo-notifications that don't really concern them. I.e., Be Amazed just updated his profile picture, or Be Amazed commented on a post. Basically a notification involving your Facebook friends, not you, designed only to get you on the app. And why do they want you on the app? Well, money. Our feeds are brimming with ads which third-party companies pay Facebook to display to target audiences, based on the data Facebook has on you. According to CNBC, these ads made up 99% of Facebook's $55.8 billion revenue in 2018. Facebook also knows that
Oh my god, this is so agonizingly slow. As I said, I watch on 2x speed.
for many users, a notification will automatically trigger their brain's dopamine system, coercing them to pursue
I
the
really don't think they'll go insane over notification. However, whenever a new notification from the Katamari Discord server goes off, I'm always checking it.
anti-notification and get sucked into endless doom scrolling. So beware, these anti-notifications are designed for one thing, and that's making Mark more Zuckerbucks.
What is that image? What is that image?
Now, as someone whose income is YouTube-based, I wouldn't want to bite the hand that feeds me. But alas,
Whenever I hear that, I can just only think of the Animal Cannibal. You know the song that goes, I bite at the hand that feeds me, slap at the face that eats me.
I have a duty to truth, and unfortunately, YouTube itself has been caught making some devious design choices with its platform. Namely, how the app is becoming increasingly more ad-centric. From ads that look kinda like regular videos,
Skill issue, man. Skill issue. Just get a... Oh, I want to sing Everything You Know Is Wrong. Just get YouTube Premium.
And start playing automatically, taking up half the landing screen, to removing the option to sort a channel's videos by...
What? Oh, yeah. If you use the Opera GX ad blocker on YouTube, it just doesn't let you watch YouTube videos. Get uBlock Origin.
Oldest first. Are they purposely trying to frustrate users? Well, as far as the ad stuff is concerned, it could be so. YouTube offers a $11.99 per month premium subscription, which, besides YouTube Music and offline downloads, offers ad-free viewing. Perhaps if they plague you enough with copious ads, you'll be pressured into buying YouTube Premium. Heck, even the ads for Premium are sneaky. Just check out the design of this ad one Twitter user noticed. Their entire screen was consumed by the ad and there seemed to be no exit. In reality, a black X was slyly camouflaged into the woman's hair. Yep, I hate to say it, but YouTube's current design teams are earning a place on my naughty list.
YouTube.
YouTube, if you're listening, I didn't mean any of that. I love you. But there's actually a term for designs like this. It's called dark pattern, and it's defined as a user interface that has been carefully crafted.
Dark patterns. You can go on Neil.fun. He's not sponsoring this or anything. You can go on Neil.fun and it'll teach you about
to trick users into doing things. Or as one Twitter user found, not doing things. After receiving an email from Moonpig, a UK online order greeting card company, he wished to unsubscribe. However, there was no unsubscribe button. After digging around, he found the button was in black font on a black background, only visible when highlighted. Outrageous. But these days, the internet is riddled with these dark patterns. Just take a look at what Reddit user Gelnus Law spotted when visiting a blog website.
I kind of want this.
Sneaky, right? As the user tries to edit their cookie preferences, the options switch, making it impossible to not accept. Thankfully, as you can see, this has since been rectified, but its original form was pretty much as outrageous as design choices get. It can be incredibly frustrating when technology overcomplicates simple tasks. Another example being these refrigerators spotted in Walgreens. Completely opaque, you must wave your hand in order to be shown the stock levels inside. Digitally. Something which Redditor Nuke Gunstar claims they don't even do accurately. Nothing like failing to solve a non-existent problem with a solution nobody asked for. Especially when, transparent glass exists? That said, a Walgreens employee in the comments explained that the doors are insulated, meaning the fridges conserve energy, making them environmentally friendlier. Though considering the power required to light up those screens and the precious mined metals needed to craft the computer parts to run them, I'm not sure I buy that. Do you? Let me know in the comments. If there's one thing that should always be simple, it's pooping. Nevertheless, some restrooms in China have even started to tax turds. That is, you must scan the QR code on the TP dispenser and watch a 30-second ad on your phone in order to be rewarded with 3 measly squares of TP. If this is the dystopian advertiser crazy future we're heading for, I want out. Worse yet, imagine your bowel movements being reflected for all to see. While it's probable whoever's responsible for this mirrored ceiling didn't fully think through their idea, some netizens are certain the designer was a bit of a peeping Tom. There are other decor rules when it comes to restrooms, namely avoiding the color brown, what with certain connotations. A memo this tile designer didn't get. On closer analysis, I think they're supposed to be brown flowers or puppy dogs. Though I guess if the walls already look splattered in human waste, there's less of a need to clean up the real stuff. These days, it's important to be environmentally friendly, and companies know they can profit on this by advertising their products as such. So much so, just this year in celebration of Earth Day, L'Oreal packaged their Biolage range shampoo and conditioner in a fully recycled cardboard bottle. Or so it seemed. Yep, like a Scooby-Doo villain, this cardboard was merely a mask for a plastic bottle. Alright, truth be told, L'Oreal did acknowledge that this was a hybrid bottle, meaning all the packaging was 100% recycled cardboard and recycled plastic. Reportedly, the cardboard stabilizes the bottle, meaning it can be much thinner and uses 40% less plastic. But still, it feels a little deceptive, and not all designers are so transparent with these things. Like this bottle that literally says, "Hello, I'm a paper..."
What? What is wrong with you, company? What is wrong with you? BMA's, please don't copyright
bottle.
me.
In this case, the company actually had to issue an apology,
God.
admitting to being misleading,
Oh
though
my
they claimed it was
gosh.
merely an oversight. Yeah,
How?
sure. I'll claim the
Oh
same
my
thing the
God.
next time I introduce myself as Chris Hemsworth at parties. But if we're talking...
My name is... my name's... Taylor Swift. Oh, sorry. We didn't know. It must have been a misunderstanding. I don't even...
Wasteful plastic, you ain't seen nothing till you feast your eyes on this.
I'm sorry for pausing every 2 seconds. Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
In 2016, Whole Foods had the idea to sell pre-peeled oranges and encase them in plastic containers. If only oranges come with some way to biologically case them.
Who peels an orange like that? Who peels an orange with a knife? If you peel an orange with a knife, get off the channel. Unsubscribe. Get out of here.
Themselves, so we didn't need to cover them in plastic. Oh, wait. After receiving some very deserved backlash, Whole Foods responded admitting they'd made a mistake in pledging to leave them in their natural packaging, the peel. What a great idea. It's bold, it's new, it's exciting. I like it.
Feels like...
Most folks would like a bigger house, but reality often means having to make do with smaller spaces. Thankfully, there are creative solutions to limited space like underbed storage, wall-mounted tables, or having your toilet in your kitchen. According to Reddit, this culinary crapper genuinely exists in an apartment in Russia. There's little info on this peculiar potty, though I can only hope it was the result of plumbing limitations and not a design choice. Prepping food next to the spot you just dropped a loaf of a different kind doesn't seem the most hygienic. But hey, at least there's an air freshener. So it's clear saving space requires creative solutions, though not all ideas are well thought out. For example, this staircase integrated into the kitchen counter. I imagine the designer thought this would be a genius idea, though it only brings to question their hygiene standards.
Dude,
Meatloaf with a side of feet, anyone?
Dude, you
Hygiene
have so
aside,
many
at least
other
that kitchen's
things.
functional. The same cannot really be said for this next
Why
one.
do I
Spotted
even
by a
ask?
Redditor, this monstrosity was
Modern
advertised
kitchen.
on a real estate
Great
website
layout,
as,
bright
and
and
I quote, a modern kitchen, great layout, bright and spacious. But amongst all the cramped chaos, the worst offender is the dishwasher. Presumably to save space, it must have been installed first and then sealed with the countertop. Though from this angle, it doesn't even look accessible. And God forbid getting it out of there if it stops working. Wow, it seems people are so lazy they'd rather have a kitchen like this than just hand wash the dishes themselves. But that's far from the worst perpetrator when it comes to real estate ads. Behold this Korean house advert. Initially, you might assume the house comes with an integrated pool, but the truth lies behind some clever camera angles. The devil works hard, but those realtors, they work harder and with equally devious
I
intentions.
feel like the house.
False advertisement is common in most industries, one of the worst being food and drink. On more than one occasion, Budweiser, for instance, have been caught red-handed with some packaging deception. For example, here it appears there are 10 cans in this box, when in reality, the difficult-to-see dark text reveals there are...
So I was eating some McDonald's burgers. Do we sue them for false advertising? Because the meat in the burgers, there was less meat than my school burgers.
only 8 16-ounce
Oh
cans.
my God.
The small print reveals these are equal to more than 10 regular 12-ounce cans, but I doubt that's useful info for anyone looking for a 10-pack. Same again here, suggesting there are 16 bottles when there are only 12. Even worse is this pack of Spanish chips, which claims to have 0 saturates, sodium, and sugars, that is, if you eat a 0-gram portion. In fairness, a designer on Reddit suggested this may have been a blank template that was accidentally printed, and that the designer may have even lost their job, as mistakes like this can be expensive. But besides printing mistakes, it seems our portion sizes truly are getting smaller. Yep, they call it shrinkflation. This is essentially the way in which some brands claim to keep their products the same prices throughout economic inflation, while incrementally making them smaller, meaning we, the consumer, get less bang for our buck. Or in many cases, they just increase the price anyway while making the product smaller. Take Gatorade, for example. With their recent bottle redesign, a representative claimed the new design was more aerodynamic and grippable, failing to mention that the fresh design also bore a 14% reduction in product, going from 32 ounces to just 28. Though not all companies are
next
so
time
discreet in their
something
trickery.
annoys me,
Just
I'm
take this
going to
Japanese strawberry milk, or as they would call it,
Shrinkflation.
Ichigo Miruku.
Oh my god, is
Only
that
there ain't
Katamari?
much Ichigo in this Miruku, as the strawberry syrup is actually printed onto the carton. One user in the comments of this Reddit post claimed to be from Japan and explained that the drink does actually taste like strawberry, but warned that the deceptive packaging is becoming increasingly common in Japan. Like, for example, this banana milk, which looks full, but once again, much of the product is merely printed on the packaging.
God.
But food isn't the only industry trying to save itself money at the expense of the customer experience. Somewhere else we might begin to feel the squeezes on the airlines. Well, that's if designer Alejandro Nunez Vicente gets his way with the Chase Lounge Economy seat.
I hope you die.
His design concept is essentially double-decker airplane, allowing airlines to cram
Oh my god. What is wrong with you?
more passengers, making more money per flight. But with reviews calling it claustrophobic and fresh
Obviously.
hell, with any luck, we won't be
Oh my
shuffling
God,
into
this
these
is
seats
so-
anytime soon.
Oh man, I got super
Flying into
hot.
slightly different territory now, sometimes
What?
poor design can lead to
What
products looking
is
like
that?
other products. Like this bottle of soda. Wait. Yeah,
That's-
that's paint remover.
Well,
From the juice-like coloration
Can't
to
you-
the crown cap, it almost
Wait.
seems the
wait. Now Red proved you can make that into soda. So, it basically is soda. I guess. Not really.
Einstein behind this wanted people to think it was soda, rather
I mean,
than the
it
totally
is, but,
lethal to consume product it really is.
Yummy.
Similar but not quite as deadly are these water
Why
cooler
do they
bottles,
look
which
like
have an
pee?
interesting
Why
design
do they
choice,
look like
being
pee?
yellow tinted. Looks refreshing. On the more risque
Yummy.
side of things, we have this M&M's packaging where a resealable stickers placement has resulted in oh
I'm
dear
gonna
God.
peel that sticker
Oh, rest
off.
assured, peel back the sticker, and we see we're just witnessing some chocolate making. Even
Oh,
so, it's pretty
man.
hard to see why this was the chosen pose, but I can confirm it appears across various packs. I'm starting to think some designers out there may truly be the devil himself. Moving on to some interior design, what would you do if you needed to install a radiator, but it was too big? While normal people would probably return it and get a smaller radiator, one person decided to think outside
Wow,
the
great
box,
job.
or rather outside the room, cutting a
Wow,
hole
great
in the
job,
wall in order to
Thomas.
fit the radiator in. This is what one might call a hot mess. More infuriating is
Oh, yeah, I
how
have subtitles
almost
on,
perfect
too.
this wall is. Let's just hope there was a pipe or wire in the wall that couldn't be moved, resulting in this atrocity. Though if it was up to me, I'd much rather just place the outlet somewhere else than cause this crime against humanity. Oh, Photoshop slave! Come fix this for me! Ah, much better. We've all seen hilarious expectation versus reality photos, and it's often a result of poor design.
Amazing.
Case in point, this Pennywise the Clown costume from Walmart, expectation and reality. Arguably much scarier than the original, if
I
I do
love
say
that
so
so
myself. And if that wasn't enough, just take a look at what happened when TikToker Lil Mammy Simp got her hands on the costume.
So funny. Oh my god.
Well, I'm never sleeping again. Less horrifying, but equally disappointing, check out this slide that didn't quite live up to the expectations.
And it looks really nice, and oh dear god. Never
Yep,
mind.
quite anticlimactic. In reality, this might have been an intentional safety feature, considering there's a pool right there that could have unsuspecting swimmers in it. But I, for one, would be fully expecting to be launched into the heavens at the end of a slide like that. To quote the king of YouTube, report of the week,
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
Sorry to keep harping on the McDonald's thing, but oh my god. That is what I feel when McDonald's...
much like how that water slide rider's fun came to a screeching halt, so would any cyclist journey when using this cycling lane found in Silandak, Indonesia. Clearly, the architect behind this failed to
Great
account
job.
for street lamps, resulting in a cycle
Great
lane
job.
that resembles a Mario Kart course. As we've seen, designers are full of ideas, but execution isn't always their strong suit. A Mickey Mouse-shaped pencil, for instance, might seem like a cute idea. However, the reality is that this inaccessible eraser is as pointless as Disney's live-action remakes. Oh yeah, I went there. Jokes aside, I want to talk about something serious. Something close to my heart. SpongeBob.
I'm
Just look what they did to him with this bouncy cap.
Kill your 3-year-old daughter. Do it for me, SpongeBob. Kill your 3-year-old. Do it for me, SpongeBob.
Also spotted in Croatia.
SpongeBob, you
Either
can't
the designer behind
SpongeBob, you can't tell people to kill their 3-year-old daughter. Kill your 3-year-old daughter. Do it for me, SpongeBob.
this is a monster, or they were attempting to recreate SpongeBob's evil sketch twin, Doodle Bob. And there are plenty more terrifying children's toys out there, like Ballerina unique baby dolls,
No more
aka hyper-realistic
SpongeBob.
dolls which come posed and stacked in boxes. It seems the designer behind this didn't see how it kinda looks like the baby is last night's dinner in a Tupperware about to be reheated in the microwave. No wonder the little fellow looks so concerned. And while they're undeniably creepy,
my
Ballerina
God.
dolls are reportedly growing increasingly popular. I guess I can understand it. A conveniently boxed fake child is a lot less hassle than a real one. But the creepiness doesn't stop there. Designers have even corrupted some of our best-loved characters, including Winnie the Pooh. Here we see Winnie after 2 failed marriages, alcoholism, and a DUI.
And doing
Oh, the
drugs.
things this Winnie has seen. Even scarier than that are these Teletubby benches. Yeah, I'm
what
not sitting on
happened
that. I'm pretty sure that little yellow pervert is on a list somewhere. Now, that bench might be uncomfortable, but did you know there are actually benches intentionally designed to be physically uncomfortable? In recent years, towns and cities around the world have been intentionally designing benches to be anti-homeless. That is, with lumps, bumps, and handles to deter homeless people from sleeping on them. Ironically, one designer even had their homeless charity ad posted on one of these so-called anti-homeless benches. While I'm sure that ad placement was just an oversight, in 2018 in the Guangxi province of China, a large chaotic cluster of posts were deliberately erected on Binjiang West Road, a place homeless were known to gather. The idea was that this would deter the homeless. Now, there are a few reasons why this design is terrible. 1, it's butt ugly. 2, it's mean-spirited. And 3, in theory, the homeless could still sleep between the bollards. Plus, they'd now have these handy posts to prop up shelter,
Yeah.
therefore potentially making this a more homeless-friendly place and a futile design. Might I suggest investing the money and manpower of this construction into actually helping the homeless? Elsewhere in the realm of terrible seating design, you can find these seats which also double as reservoirs for rainwater. Either they were designed by someone unaware of rain's existence, or an evil genius like the devil behind this staircase design that has an unexpected trip hazard at the top. Without any color difference, I can only imagine that comes as quite a surprise to anyone using this death trap. Worse still, take a look at this trash.
I don't think I can keep watching this. Oh my god. Thanks for watching, guys.